Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show, which simply means TBR Solution Sports Forum. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. I'm joined by Thabinho, a Baka Juju man. Buccaneers are doing well. And then also Saddam is going to join me in a few minutes. He's still trying to get a very good position because he's busy. He got a call to go somewhere. Guys, let's get moving. Today, I want us to discuss two issues. In fact, it will be more of one issue because the other one is the format of UEFA Champions League, okay? Which Peter Stirrup will be breaking it down for us, okay? So once he breaks it down for us, and then we'll do it on Saturday. Saturday, two things: UEFA Champions League format and the cup final. So today we want to discuss the issue of VAR. I've seen people making an issue to say, no, it's a goal, it's not a goal, what. But the most important thing, a very brilliant thing, technology is assisting us. And I must say, big up to SABC Sport, big up to Super Sport or DSTV, and then they help us to analyze with experts analyzing for us. So that helps because remember, a man with an ordinary eye, it's possible not to see every action. So that helps. Remember, we are an educational program. People might not see that. We are more of education than any other thing. That is why even you look at our topics, they deviate a little bit from the rest of what is happening. So I want us to discuss, is it possible? I mean, not is it possible. What are you saying about this noise that is coming around the issue of VAR? Minister Mackenzie has already said SAFA must come in and introduce VAR. Jabu Pule is calling for the head of Dr. Danny Jordaan. And then is it appropriate to call the head of Danny Jordaan now? So that's something that I want us to look at. Okay. Now, before that, let me just indicate, I just want to give you the news. Some are rumors, some are news. Now, remember this guy, Fadlu Davids, is doing well. He's doing well in Tanzania, and then he has already won four league games, which is quite good and very impressive. And while I still talk about Fadlu, you know, I remember at some point, while PSL had given me accreditation, and then Muhango was playing for Pirates, and he was not scoring. No, it's not a question of scoring. They were not playing him, and he was scoring. Then I asked a question, why are they not playing him? And then they would brush it away. I kept on persisting until Manza, the former coach of Orlando Pirates, the current assistant, said, hey, Mr. Chabalo, you have any issue with us? You always ask us this question. And then I said, no, it's not about an issue against you. I'm the person on the ground. Just understand the media as a person on the ground who hears the noise. And when I ask question, it must give you the opportunity to answer the question, because those are the questions that are being asked out there, all right? And then finally, Fadlu broke the news. He said, no, it's not about training, playing. It's a totality. Are you disciplined? Are you coming early in the field? Are you coming regularly and all that? Your respect level and all that. Then the answer was answered. After that, no one asked questions. We knew that before that there were rumors that Muhango has got problem of sleeping very night. Saddam. Saddam, tell those people to wait or close the mic. So it was a bit of an issue. But once Fadlu said that, we're done. He said, okay. And no one asked that question. Funny enough, the following year, I was told that I cannot get the accreditation because YouTube They don't want YouTube anymore. They want traditional media, which is a little bit puzzling for me because even the big media space are using YouTube. Your DSTV, your ESPN, your Sky Sport. I could not understand, but nevertheless, that's the rules. If the PSL have come up with the rules, I said okay. By no means. If they say that, it's fine. I want to push it hard, you know. But it would have been nice if PSL can give us that accreditation so that we can attend because we are trying to help. Now, with the lack of information, so we'll talk whatever that we perceive, all right? And when we talk what we perceive, which is our opinion, it needs to be correct. Of course, that's what we want to do so that people can get clarity. So I wanted to bring that because I'm sure you've seen that Mohongo was involved in an accident because of drunken driving in Bloemfontein. And then, so, that's another thing. That's another story for the other day in terms of discipline of players. So big up to Fadlu. Here's another one. I don't know whether this one is real, but they said, I don't know, what is the insinuation? Manqoba Mngqithi, apparently they said he took a jab on Kaizer Chiefs fans, says, you know what, thanks to our supporters who came in numbers to support us, unfortunately for Chiefs, but they came in numbers we appreciated. Even if they didn't get the results, but at least they had the crowd. They have also, they are also going home with some nice flags. I did like the flags. So somebody was saying he's taking a jab to Chief fans. I don't want us to discuss that, but I just wanted to share that. I'm just giving you the news as they come out here. And then the other one is this one. We hear the news. I don't know how true is it that the technical director of Mamelodi Sundowns, according to Batu Korjas, he was seen Fleming Berg. He was seen having met Benny McCarthy. So we don't know what's happening, whether Benny is going to join Sundowns or not. And then people are asking, so what's happening to Manqoba Mngqithi? Where is he going to find himself in? So those are kind of the rumors that we get. But these rumors, they need to be cleared. Sundowns, they must come out and tell us what is the story. Because rumors sometimes can be very dangerous. So those are some of the news. Guys, let's move on. VAR. Minister Gayton McKenzie says Danny or SAFA must introduce VAR as a matter of urgency. Moreover, after what happened over the weekend, the game of Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns, and there are rumors, remember there are rumors, people are making some huge insinuation, Sundowns buy referees. That's another one. And you'll see as we go on, I'll be showing you where Pizzo at some point was interviewed. He said, you know what, if it's my time to benefit, let me benefit. If I can get 5 of them, well and good. They have been benefiting all the years for all the cups, but he never mentioned any team. But people deduct that he was referring to Kaizer Chiefs. I'm just giving you the news. So do we really need VAR in this country? That's one. Secondly, do we have to associate VAR with Danny Jordaan? Because when I heard Jabu Pule said, Danny must leave, where is the money? Okay. Thabinho, or Saddam apparently will be leaving. Saddam, what's your take? Do we really need VAR? And that's one. I know you don't want to talk about Dr. Danny Jordaan. So I'll allow Thabo to say. Do you agree with Jabu that Dr. Danny Jordaan is a stumbling block? He should be moved out. Saddam?
Yeah, morning again, Thabinho and comrade and all the viewers. I don't think for the removing or whatever, we must go straight to the issue. The issue is we need a VAR to come in South Africa, yes or no? Who's going to be in charge for those? Is SAFA or government or PSL or whatever? But for sure, the VAR people are talking about that to come. But to me, I think it's not 100% sure that VAR can come and sort out the problem. No, the referees themselves, I think it's the referee who want to benefit more than any teams, because they're benefiting. You can see they do that. You can see about Jumpy or no, some other decision they just make for themselves. Maybe you can say that, oh, I won the games that weekend, what was happening. I don't want to go there far because we lost. Whatever is wrong or right, nothing will change. 3 points is gone. So what is the painful is the teams will get fined, suspended from the supporters who throw the missile. The coaches will be leaving the team and punished because they train the team for the whole week. End of the day, somebody in 90 minutes, they make corrupt in the field of play. But now I think the coach must stand up, and the supporters, we must say, the issue of referees must fall, because now the referees, they spoil the game. Our beautiful game are not on standard. The crowd was there, supporters were going to stadium, were be happy, but somebody on the middle.
All right, Saddam. All right, Saddam. With a VAR, it may not improve things, but at the same time, you are saying referees are a problem. Now, let me ask this question. Do you really believe your Chiefs was robbed? Say it clear. Saddam?
Yes, Chiefs was robbed, yes.
It was robbed. Okay, fine. That's your opinion.
Why
okay?
was robbed?
Yes.
The goal, the second goal that we equalized, it was a goal. The trick that was done by the players who just fall down. The referee point the goal on the spot. He says the goal.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to hear that point. Thabinho, come in. Do we really need VAR? One, you're not going to be restricted on this one. Is it fair for a person like Jabu Pule to say Jordaan must make way? So the insinuation is like Jordaan is a stumbling block. So I don't know. Let me hear your opinion, Thabinho.
Saubrey, morning to the viewers, morning to Vicho, my colleague, and everybody watching the show. Saubrey, the honest truth is we cannot single out an individual like Jordaan as a stumbling block, to the implementation of VAR. I think that's a poor and an unfair analysis by Jabu Pule. SAFA operates as a collective. And if VAR was to be implemented, it should be a decision coming from the whole executive of SAFA, not from an individual. We live in a democratic state where majority rules. If Danny says no to VAR and the rest of the executive says yes, who is he to overrule, the majority decision? In terms of improving the game, yes or no, we have seen, in countries where VAR is in operation, they experience certain frustration with regards to, VAR decision. And secondly, the same question I would pose to my colleague there, Jovicho, to say when we have VAR, who's sitting behind that VAR? The same referees, right? So we will be partly solving the problem, and not holistically. Again, Saubrey, I always held an argument, even in other social media platforms, to say all 16 PSL teams, including Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and Sundowns, have benefited from dubious referee decisions, and equally so, they have become victims of same decisions. So it's the noise only comes when Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns become victims. What about teams like Mauritius Bay, Polokwane City? They've always been victims of referees' dubious decisions, but no one is making.
Sorry, Thabinho, while you're still there. Sorry, Thabinho. Jomo has just said, go there to Motsepelik. He said the situation is worse. So I'm adding to what you are saying. that it's almost all the teams who suffered. It's not Chiefs.
Yeah.
In fact, some people are arguing. They are saying Chiefs has benefited more than the rest in terms of cups. Well, I'm just giving what we hear on the ground. And if you ask me, you know what? I definitely wanted Chiefs to win this game. I'll tell you why. Thabinho and Saddam, you know very well, I've been saying, even before Jomo said it, because now you say I'm saying because Jomo has said it because I'm a fan of Jomo. I said we need a strong Kaizer Chiefs. Because if Chiefs is not doing well, we are going to suffer as the league. If you go to all countries, they have 1 or 2 or 3 teams that are the backbone of the league. You go to Premier League, you go to Italian League, you go to La Liga, the same story. You go to Brazil, you go to Argentina, Boca Junior, all those are the main teams. Do you understand? So all of us were not happy to see Kaizer Chiefs suffering, because when Kaizer Chiefs suffering, the support. Look now what is happening. That was my wish for Kaizer Chiefs for them to win. But guess what? I'm not saying that because I support Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't support Mamelodi Sundowns, okay? I love their football, and I'm encouraged with the football that Chiefs is starting to play. I'm encouraged with the football that Pirates is playing. So I love football. That's the only thing. So I just wanted to add. I don't know whether you still want to say something.
Yeah, look, Saubrey, we need to shy away from the fact that we need, a strong Kaizer Chiefs. If Kaizer Chiefs themselves don't build up, a strong team, we can make the noise as much as we want. But look, in this case, I'll use my heart, not my head, to think. I enjoy seeing Kaizer Chiefs suffer.
Yeah. No, you're a fan. Why not? You're a fan. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I want to see Kaizer Chiefs suffer.
Even Saddam will say, he has said it last week or on Saturday, he said he hates Pirates. When I said you hate Sundowns, he said he hates Pirates. So there's nothing wrong. It's our opinion. It's our feeling. Let me welcome
Shega. In short, Shega, welcome. Anything but Kaizer Chiefs for me. Yeah.
Okay. Let me welcome Shega.
Welcome to the show. In the stadium, I'll support the stadium.
Okay. Let me welcome Shega. Shega, welcome to the show. A former player, utility midfield of Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm sure you were over the moon that you guys won. Saddam said Sundowns have been robbed. So that is his argument. Now, the topic of today is, do we really need VAR? One. Secondly, I saw your homeboy, Jabu Pule, saying Jordaan must leave because they can't put VAR because there's lack of money. Where is the money? So I said, is it appropriate? Is it Danny to be blamed? So Thabinho was saying, can't blame Danny alone, all right? And then, so I want to hear your opinion before I can share my opinion, because I also have an opinion.
Yeah, Saubrey, thanks for having me on the show. Sorry for the late coming. Yeah, better late than never.
Yeah.
I wanted to be here today. I wanted to hear what Saddam has to say.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Ubukelile na boSoccer Zone. Ubonile na what he's saying is offside is actually not offside. In fact, he's the one who put it on the group.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think we need to get to world standards in our football where we have VAR as well. I think it's important that we get to that stage, in terms of who to blame with Safa. I don't want to comment on that one. But I know that we need to get to world standards as well and have VAR so that abantu mabadliwe Saubrey bangakhali kakhulu yeah bangakhali kakhulu bavume ukuthi badliwe.
All right, let me show you this before we finalize. Now, my argument is we need VAR. There's some hypocrisy. Because we are saying everything must improve because of technology. Everything has improved because of technology. You know, some of us, like now we're having this, we don't have to converge in one venue, a studio, blah, blah. Do you understand? Because of technology, and things are moving very fast. And to be honest, if you look what is happening overseas, no more, there's not too much controversy because of VAR. So we need VAR. And they are saying, they are very clear that the guys are helping the referee, but the final decision is taken by the referee on the field. Okay, that is why they call him to say, come and watch the monitor. Now, let me go back to what Thabinho said. I said, fortunately enough, your SuperSport, DSTV, DSTV, SABC Sport, they give us the privilege of analyzing. They've shown that is the second goal was not an offside. They've given, they were doing it against the rules, and that it was not an offside. It was, the first goal, it was a goal, clear goal, one. And then Libusa was pushed, whether he was pushed or he fell down. And then I heard Pumuzon Manenze said it was slippery. But when you are slippery, you cannot fall going forward, all right? And then you rather maybe fall on the sideways or backwards, okay? So we need to appreciate, we need VAR. And let me come to the defense of Safa. Danny Jordaan has said, look, we want to put, he has been saying many times, VAR. But unfortunately, there are lack of funds. And he went further that they want to talk to Dr. Patrice Motsepe to assist them with the finances. I hear people say, no, he has eaten the money. My argument is once you start doing that, that's an allegation. Go and open up a case so that Danny should go to court and stand there and answer questions. So we're not going to allow corruption. If you really believe that Danny has done corruption, go and open up a case. Because the other thing that we need to be careful of, people should not be proxies of other people, fighting the agenda of other people and then saying, hey, Danny, if you do that, give us facts. Go and open up a case. Let the matter go to court. Let it be tested. So for me, Saddam, I think one must win, one must lose. Just like Peter said, or Saddam got cut. Just like Peter said, you know what? I want them, even if they can come 5 of them. Abanye kudala benefit. So now it's my turn. Just remind me where you really believe you guys were suffered with a dubious. I know you like mentioning Yaga fire. All right? Yeah. So just relate because everybody suffered.
Yeah, no, it's true, but no, that was just on the light side, Prasobri. It's not about that. Now, other teams must also suffer with the refs. We need to really get our refs up to scratch and VAR if possible. But it's true that Kaizer Chiefs have benefited too many times, and clear offsides, not what they are claiming they are robbed with that offside. Clear offsides, they've benefited, but we need to change the narrative now, and we can't say other teams must also benefit. No. We need to do things right.
You know what I believe? Getty McKenzie, I'm happy came up. Let the government assist. Why should we go to Dr. Patrice Motsepe and assist? If they don't have money, let the government assist. Minister of Sport, what is the job of Minister of Sports? All right? I like the noise that he's making, but I think it will be backed up by action. All right? Because I'm sure Dr. Danny Jordaan cannot say we don't have money to do this thing out of the blue. All right? We know that SAFA, how do they make their money, to be honest? Because they are the custodian of football. And then remember, our national squad were not really attracting a lot of people. They've been struggling. In fact, Saddam would call people to go to the stadium for free. And then they do their activation and all that. So, let's stop bickering. Let's come together as a country, come up with a plan. If Dr. Patrice Motsepe can assist, why not? Assist the South African. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, and then Saddam, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I think what I want to say is for many people can bring their opinion about what is happening. But when you come to the VAR, some other people they say Danny must step down. Some others say Danny must bring the VAR. So now let's face the reality. To me, 90%. I'm not going to engage people to get VAR. It's not going to be good for us because it's still going to be the same people who thrive in that one who's behind the scene to control this VAR. Just imagine what is going to happen if VAR disallows the goal like that when it's Chiefs and Pirates. What was going to happen? Because the VAR is only going to be good if it's going for the line on the offside issue or line on the goalpost, not to judge the offside, the penalty, and whatever. It's going to be the same problem. But let's leave the referee benefit. It's the time for referee benefit, not Sundown. Sundown benefit, but from the referee. The middleman is the one who makes Sundown to benefit. I hear Sheikh say Chiefs was benefiting whatever. Can we encourage all the team, the PSL team?
Let me ask you this question. Wahana or Chiefs like a benefit?
Yes, I can say yes, we benefited.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
now can we continue benefiting? Can all the team benefit it?
No, we shouldn't benefit. Remember, Honanung, Barkimang, Thabinho Tileka point the Timbo, people like TDL have gone down because of dubious referee. Jomes just said, go this thing, what do you call?
NFV.
NFV. Yeah. No, I think it was a Mutsipe Cup. Mutsipe League. So he said, mess is happening there. So, you know what? Everybody's suffering, guys. So we need to accept. But I'm happy, Saddam, you said you also benefited. So now, having said you also benefited, will you support VAR? And you can't tell me who chief supporters are bigger than supporters of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Can't tell me that. They're using it and it's working effectively. Saddam, are you saying it should come? Are you saying it should come? VAR.
To me, I say I don't agree. I don't want VAR to come. I don't care about VAR. I want our referee to go to training and be fair and come on the middle of the park and control the game in the right way. VAR, I don't want VAR. I give out because even the Premier League is complaining. VAR must fall. We don't want VAR.
Once we have VAR, once we have VAR, Kaizer Chiefs will be eradicated. That's all I mean.
No, Saddam, but that's your opinion, and let me protect it. It's your opinion, and you are allowed. We have opinions, and remember, we can be wrong, we can be right, and then guys, before I move on to the next section, let me just remind people that we are a financial company. We try to educate. That's largely, on Monday, next week Monday at 7 at night. The video where I interviewed an accountant, a very esteemed accountant, a guy who's got master's degree, who's doing his PhD on accounting, and not only that, he has been involved with a number of businesses, and then so he'll be sharing some news about the tax table, especially those who are thinking of go and get the money from the, from the two-pot system. Because there's nothing wrong, that's your money, but you also have to think about the future. Watch that video, it's coming. And we said we are going to do it slowly but sure. Yeah, we are back, Mshege, as I said earlier on, Saddam Saturday we beg that he has it, Miss Wendy Pirate. So no Thabinho, and unfortunately they are God, both of them. Thabinho Velaja, as long as Zala the Pirate, or Zala the Chiefs, I will support the Arab. You see. but it's fine. That's their opinion. It's nice.
It's that football rivalry.
Let's allow them to have that opinion. And then Mshege, I'm sure you remember Peter when he was here. Peter Stirrup, a Man City fan. Unfortunately, his team played 1-1 draw. And then we're discussing Man United and Liverpool. And look, I don't know what's happening with Man United. I don't know whether you've noticed they are number 12, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct? Number 12. Let me check. No, they are number 10. They are number 10, okay?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's happening, as far as that is concerned. And then I also saw something, Pirates, for the upcoming game, these are the news. Saleng and Nda, they are doubtful. They pick up injury. I wish they come and play because it won't be nice. Saleng is on form. Mshege, you know what? I'm an injury guy. It's lack of fitness or what?
Yeah,
I know you suffered a long-term injury. It's yourself and Jomo. Jomo was not getting injured. The time I told, Moshe, there was one, and it gave him that big body. Because he didn't have that big body. So, because I know he was fit. Jomo was really, really fit. Is it lack of fitness or what? What really causes injury?
In most cases, Saubrey, it can be lack of fitness, or it can also be the training methods used by the coaches, that can bring about injuries, because our bodies are not the same. And sometimes what is good for another player cannot be good for me. I was a tall, lanky player, and most of the time, the long distance stuff, jogging would kill my body, but the short sprints would actually put in the fitness for me, So there's a whole lot of factors that cause injuries in players, and yeah.
I remember at some point they were questioning, was it Arsene Wenger, to say Arsene Wenger suffers injuries. And then they were saying maybe the training method. Is it Arsene Wenger? There was one coach at Arsenal used to suffer a lot of injuries. So now you are putting it into the correct perspective to say the bodies are not the same. I remember Page, your former colleague at Mamelodi Sun, Page Mashangu, once said, no. Players are not the same. For instance, if you look at Mshishi is the player with big muscles. Like Messi. When those players get injured, it takes time to heal. You need to have a different method how to deal with them. Okay? So there is science into the whole thing. Now, Saddam and I got 45. Fitness technology. Yeah, okay, no, I do understand. So it's very sad. Saleng is showing some brilliancy, and Nda, remember Nda has been struggling. So now I start to get worried that, hey, are we going to see Nda struggling throughout and then unable to, to fulfill his dream? But we'll watch the space. So that's one. Secondly, the other thing that I wanted to talk, and I'm a fan of Sekhaya Badanjani, man. Ngone Samuel up a good Gold magazine. One fan says, Udlamini, Bafana no Messi, the difference is a surname. This is a mismatch. How do you compare the two? How do you compare the two? It's like the issue. I don't know. Have you seen Jomana Msheke?
Yes, Pastor.
You've seen him, but you have seen him now when he's big.
Yes.
Yeah, even now when he's big, he was still a fruitful player. Now, this argument of Maswangani and Jomo, it's a mismatch. I don't know. That's my opinion. Allow Maswangani, but don't compare with a legend like Jomo.
Yeah, but besides Saubrey, you can't compare players of that era and players of now, It's like the same thing of trying to compare Dr. Khumalo with Mshishi. I think it's just off, We just need to appreciate them. Brajomo was a superb player, a legend in his day. And I think maybe it's better if you compare him to about teenage dad and about AC
Yeah,
rather than
yeah,
to
yeah,
compare him with the current player now,
yeah.
when the science is everything is different now. Brassovs, the tactics. There's so much into the game, so I don't think it's fair to judge a player who's playing now with the one who was playing years ago.
But let me tell you, there's one journalist who perpetrated that. And he's the one who came up with the argument of dog and Mshishi. I know the guy. You see, I don't know why is he doing it. I know he's a Chiefs fan. Okay, you can see it. He's a Chiefs fan. He's a Doggies fan. I don't know what does he want to achieve. Because it's pointless. For instance, that one of Jomo and Maswangani.
Maswangani.
It was misplaced. Jomo invited them for his getting of sponsor. They never talked about that. They just talked about Maswangani. And people who know Jomo, when Jomo speaks, he likes joking. And I think when he danced, he was just joking. So they make it a halabaloo out of nothing, to be honest.
Yeah.
But fortunately, who are they doing it? Jomo doesn't care. It's like Pito. It's like you're hitting the wall. So there's no point.
Yeah.
But you know what? My argument is, as journalist, fortunately, I'm not a professional journalist. I never went to school for that. But I believe journalists, whenever they go out, they must never go out with preconceived ideas. They must give us the news as they are, raw as they are. And once we get the news, then we'll make our own determination. Okay. But for me, this is my sense. Whoever was pushing that, the guy that I'm saying I know, I'm not going to mention his name. I think they wanted Jomo to say, Maswangani, he fits number 10. Then start making noise to say, let Maswangani get 10. Even Jomo blesses him. Pointless. All right? And then Jomo was correct. It is not Jomo who retired that jersey. It was Dr. Ivan Koza who retired the jersey himself. So those arguments. So this one really caught me by surprise. Say, Tlamin and Messi, the difference is the same. I said, you know what? But yeah. Man United, I don't know what's happening. If I may ask, what is the problem? Is it Eric Ten Hag? Or is it the leadership of Man United? Okay. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. When the Glazers were selling the team, the people there in Man City, they wanted these guys gone, all right? And remember, they dragged their auction for almost a year, more than a year. And people were happy that they were going. And then came the new leadership. And then when they came, apparently, before they can start, they were already looking for a new coach when the coach was there. So will that be attributed to that the mere fact that they went out and looked for a coach, when the coach is there, destabilize the team? Because remember, the coach is not going to be settled. He's going to think that, okay, they're fine. No longer win about some keep. They're going to finally. The same thing that is happening now at Lapaku Sundowns. We hear that Berg went to overseas and met Benny McCarthy. All right? Now the insinuation is they want Benny to be the next coach. Then where do you put Manqoba by doing that? I don't know. What's your opinion?
Yeah. With regards to Man United, Saubrey, I don't know what the problem is. I think they have the material, they have the players, but they're just not gelling. They're almost like Kaizer Chiefs from the past 3 seasons, where nothing is just coming together, and the moment you think now they're coming and they're going to be all right. Also, other teams are beefing up, like your Tottenham. I knew it was going to be tough. I told Peter during the week that for Man United, it's going to be tough against Tottenham because Tottenham are playing very well, And Peter seemed to think that Man United will rise against Tottenham, but it wasn't to be. I mean, losing 3-0 at Old Trafford just tells you that it's no longer the same Man United, and things need to happen there. But I'm not sure, Saubrey, what I can attribute it to. Yes, there's been a lot of things with the Glazers and the ownership there at Man United. Maybe it's something that's really destabilizing the players, the uncertainty of not knowing what's happening. Definitely it unsettles the players. When you are a player, you want to know what's happening, you want to know where you're going, and it makes you to be able to focus on your game and not anything from the outside, and just focus on your game. So yeah, a lot of issues there at Man United that need to be sorted out so that the players, they focus on their game and they give their all, because Man United's a really big team, and what is happening now with them, it really hurts, them not being able to beat FC20 in the Europa League at home and then losing 3-0.
Let me ask this question. If you were at the Hella, will you fire Erik ten Hag? Now.
Oh, it's a tough one, but I wouldn't.
Let's look at it this way. Erik ten Hag has been there for 3 years now, if not more. One. Secondly, they bought all the players that he wanted. Okay? And then another thing is that I fail to understand. Who decided that Benny McCarthy must leave? All right? In the technical, the technical staff. Because there was no reason why Benny left. All right? And I can tell you, for Benny to leave, you can see that Benny had an influence on the players. So I don't know. That's my opinion. I may be wrong. So is Erik ten Hag has the control over the team, or it's something like, even Sundowns, I'm worried about this thing of this guy, Berg, and the coach. All right? Me, I believe that the coach, it's my belief, the coach must have a free role. Who do I want? Who I don't want? Okay? Who do I put in as a starting lineup? The technical director is to have a meeting with me, and then we discuss. I don't know. What's your opinion about that? Even if you don't look at Sundowns, look at that position of technical director. What is their job, basically?
Yeah, it's always been it's always been an issue, this position of technical director, especially how they use it here in South Africa. All the time you hear that there's a technical director, that something else happens, Saubrey, most of the time when there's a technical director. I don't remember it working properly, where technical director and the coach are agreeing and everything is running smoothly. I don't remember that happening here in South African football. So the technical director position has always been an issue, especially with the coaches, because it seems to limit the coaches' power, it gives it more to the technical director. So yeah, it's just a position that never works for the coach.
Okay, Mshege, let's wrap up. But before I wrap up, I want to say there are a lot of people who want to be mentored. I was mentored myself, although it was at a big price. But I understand it was a dollar-rand exchange. But I don't regret. The knowledge that I have is because I was mentored, and then I continue to educate myself. And then this interview that I did with an accountant, I want you to listen to it. You learn a lot about taxation. Always when I go to radio and I come back, people want me to mentor them. So I've created a membership club. If people want to be mentored, they can join our membership club, and then we can mentor them. And we'll have 4 trainings in a year, 1 in a quarter, each quarter we'll have 1. And then if they want to know how to join us, they may just drop us a WhatsApp and say, look, we want to be mentored. The office will contact them. And while I'm still there, let me also share the news of the books that we have, because it's all about education with us. This was my first book, but this is a second edition. The book called Secrets for Becoming Rich. After reading a number of books, after seeing what the rich are doing, I learned a lot. Then I discovered the secret. And then I said, you know what? I'll pass on one day. And then the next thing, people might not know. So let me put it down. And then even my children, if they want to know, let me put it down. Okay? So that's how it came about. So my strategy is always about relationship. You know, I always tell people, build relationship. You know, don't sour the relationship, because you'll never know what it will bring to you. The other one is this one: how to get out of bad debts. Use other people's money and resources to get rich. Share the rich, they don't use their money to build their wealth. They use other people's money and their resources to get rich. But it's a skill that you learn. I learned the skill in 2009. And then I've seen so many things. I've seen myself raising more than 2 million without putting a cent down, by just using the knowledge, you know? So it does happen, you know, but now you need to learn from others, you know? Just like me, I've learned from others. And this is the book I wrote long time. No, not this one. Let's see, this, How I Turned 500 Rand into a Million Rand Business. And then this book, and then you can see there, say you can do the same. No one is bad. Anyone can do it, you know. And then, you know, when I tell people when I start, you know, once a person says, you know, I get people calling me. There's another one called me, said, hey, Mr. Honor, I want to start a business, but I don't have a startup. Startup, give me a startup. No one is going to give you a startup. All right. A good business, it's a business that you start with nothing. Nothing. That's a good business, because it's going to make you to be resourceful, to know where can you use your resource wisely. You know, my uncle was very rich, and then he was very stingy, okay? But I'm very grateful, because had he not taken that position, I wouldn't have learned. I wouldn't have yearned to learn about money. I would always say, uncle, give me money. Uncle, give me money. All right? So I've learned a lot out of trying very hard to build myself, okay? And Mshege, even yourself, never help Sihle, you know? He must build his own wealth. You build your own wealth so that when yours come in, it adds on what he has. Because once you know how to build wealth, it's not going to be easy to lose it, all right? You know, Henry Ford was asked at some point, Henry Ford, if you can lose all your money due to stock market, he said, very easy. I'll build it within 5 years. And this time it will be faster because I have experience. And that's it. Because he has traveled the road. He knows how to build it. So, and it's very important. And then, Mshege, very important in life, you need to associate yourself with powerful people who are more knowledgeable than you. Then you'll be doing. This lady, Dr. Small, she worked for Reserve Bank for 33 years as an advisor to governors of the Reserve Bank. And then she's a friend of mine. She wrote this book, How to Win the Wealth Game, The Art of Money. All this book, you can get them from us. And I still repeat, those who want to be mentored by us, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll come back to you. Mshege, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate. Saturday, we talk Pirates. We talk Pirates and Stelis. Quick one, Mshege. Who do you think will win between the two? Mshege?
Yes, Prasad.
Who will win between the two?
It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, Prasad. Stellenbosch is a tough team, you know. They beat us twice, you know, in a week. No other team has done that to Sundowns. But yes, Sundowns is on form, and also the doubt of Saleh, you know, when he's in such great form, I think is It's not good. It's not good for Orlando Pirates, but I'm looking forward to a good final. I know it's going to be a tight one. I'm seeing this one going all the way to penalties.
Mshege, psychologically, if you are just from injury and you are playing, are you affected psychologically? Are you afraid to put your leg again? Or
of course, it depends on what type of injury you've had. Saubrey can work against you. But yeah, it all depends on what type of injury. If it's a leg injury, then it becomes difficult for you to put your leg. If it's a muscle injury, then it affects you when you want to sprint, but you scared something is going to pull. So yeah, you can have a psychological factor depending on how long your injury was and how bad it was.
Yeah, that's why I'm finding Pelatina Bessin come on with Lara. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Saubrey.
I'll talk to you on Saturday. I don't know, Saturday, will you make it? Or sit there?
Yeah, I'll see but we'll see, Saubrey, what time they play.
Yeah, but if you have an issue, don't worry. It will always happen. Thank you. Bye.
Benefited, and I have no shame. Some people have been getting all these benefits. I will get them. I want them for 5 games in a row. I've got no shame on that. I benefited, and I have no shame. Some people have been getting all these benefits. I will get them. I want them for 5 games in a row. I've got no shame on that.
After all the controversy surrounding the MTN8 this weekend, the big question everybody is asking, when are we getting VAR in South Africa? Currently 55 leagues around the world use VAR, but only 3 in Africa, Algeria, Morocco and Egypt, are using the VAR system. The main stumbling block with VAR is the sheer cost of it. It costs almost 80 million rand a season to run, and can we justify that when the refs in South Africa aren't even full-time professionals? The Brazilian league has just recently said that they're not going to be implementing VAR anytime soon just because of the sheer cost that it takes to implement the system. Then there's the fact that not all PSL games are currently televised, so you obviously can't have some games that have VAR and other games that aren't, so we'll have to solve that problem in the country first before we can actually go ahead and implement VAR. We're going to have to televise every single game in our league. We also currently have a few clubs that actually have multiple home venues, which is another issue with VAR. And then there's some older stadiums that actually wouldn't meet the infrastructure requirements as well. So that's another stumbling block for VAR in South Africa. I mean, in South Africa, we haven't even implemented goal line technology yet. And that system alone costs 4 million rand to run a season and almost 60,000 rand a game. And if you consider that our refs only get paid 6,000 rand a game and our linesmen only get paid 5,000 rand a game, can you really justify spending 60,000 rand on a technology when our officials are only earning up to 15,000 rand a game? Which basically means just for goal line technology, we'd be paying 4 times more than we are currently paying our officials, which is ridiculous. Apparently in June this year, SAFA did send an application to FIFA indicating that they were interested in bringing VAR to South Africa, and whispers are that we could see it as soon as 2024 in the Nedbank Cup. So what do you think, South African football fans? Should we prioritise the refs, pay them appropriately, make them full-time professionals, or should we go ahead and implement the VAR system? Let me know what you think.
Yes. Woo. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. How you like my new coupe? Big body, put that thing on new shoes. Then I let the roof loose. They make all my enemies cut it juice. Whoa. How you like my new coupe? Big body, put that thing on new shoes. Whoa. Then I let the roof loose. They make all my enemies cut it juice. Whoa. Record exact. I'm the guy out here that's cutting checks. Woo. Check yourself. Another man's riches ain't your wealth. Whoa. And I'm doing well. I got all my double C's all up in Chanel. Big body trying to get the thing to parallel. Louis V, only time the boy take the L. Heavy on the scale. Dope boy. Ooh, I'm such a dope boy. Whoa. Can't dumb me down. I seen the standard change ever since I've been around. I heard them boys talking when I'm there, not a sound. I had to cut the dogs, making sure I dig them down. Man, I dig them down, put them in the dirt. They try to put me down, but going back. Dope boy. Who gon' set the dope boy? Oh, dope boy. How you like my new coupe? Big body, put that thing on new shoes. Then I let the roof loose. They make all my enemies cut it juice. Whoa. How you like my new coupe? Big body, put that thing on new shoes. Whoa. Then I let the roof loose. They make all my enemies cut it juice. Whoa. Man, we buy it out at your own risk if you ever try it out. Hope you don't exceed. I got all my dogs, man, we on a different breed. If you ever want it, man, that thing becomes a need. Thinking on my feet, but I'm never on my knees. Shipping everything, I get my shit from overseas. Blue face nose like a nigga moving keys. They don't know your name, man, you wanna lease your keys. Dope boy. Ooh, I'm such a dope boy. Whoa. Dope boy. Ooh, I'm such a dope boy. Whoa. I gotta stay paid. Man, we never watching, but we know they up by face. Gotta feed them all, man, there's so much on my plate. No matter what the phase, man, we never ever phase. Never ever phase.